Greetings, divine earth angelics of the 144. Happy new moon in Cancer, with the Sirius portal and the divine feminine dark moon energies aligning. We had a massive wave of 5D gamma photonic light flowing in. These came in as two 30 Hz amplitude waves and a 71 Hz in between them, creating a 3-3 portal and 37 into 73 heaven on earth codes. We also had a 17 Hz pulse coming in, the mirror of the 71. This is symbolic of Q, the quantum field, or Quelle, German for source. Also 7117, the 77 portal, with an 11 gateway in the middle, connected with the vortex, heart center, and the still magnetic light in the center, which is everywhere. Today is also a 99 portal of destiny on the Mayan calendar, being Kin 207, blue crystal hand. Kin 207 opened the Ascension portal on the solstice December 21st, 2021, the frequency harmonic of our planetary evolutionary shift. And today when I was shopping at the market, my total bill was $20.12, synchronic with this timeline gateway merge with the great day of the new time. With these source codes flowing in from the great central sun, we are being activated in the deepest, most profound ways. In this great shift of consciousness, the Christos within is being shaken awake, and synchronically Pachamama is going through a great shakeup with over 346 M1.5 or greater earthquakes all over this realm. The most powerful today was a 6.1 in Indonesia on the Ring of Fire, another 7 code of the Great Mystery. As we rise into the glory of a new dawn, as the Golden Age transmissions keep downloading into our sacred vessels, which are containers for the heavenly frequencies, our DNA codons are being upgraded into the 5D crystalline codes of 144 of the new Earth resonance. Aho, 222 flowing in. We had many earthquakes again today in Nevada and California. This morning starting with a 3.0 Smith Valley, Nevada, then a 3.241 Chile, South America, Andes Mountains, Kundalini of Pachamama, 5.2 Smith Valley, 4.33630 South Sandwich Islands, 4.7 Chile, Atacama, South America, 4.7 home of our sacred condors, Bridgeport, California, 3.1 India, Assam, 4.3 Hokkaido, Japan, 4.4 Divine 44 Philippines, 4.6 multiple activations still, Smith Valley, Nevada, 3.4 3.7 37 into 73 north of Svalbard, 4.5 Council of 9 coming in, another 3.6 activation, Smith Valley, Nevada, Tonga, 5.0 Papua New Guinea, 5.1 3.4 Nevada, Idaho, Cascade, 3.0 Wallace and Futuna, 4.6 Indonesia, 5.6 Iran in the Sacred Portal, 4.9 13 Divine Feminine, Peru, South America, Andes Mountains, 5.0 in the heart of Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.0 Japan, 4.3 Smith Valley, 3.1 in the crown of Lemuria, Aleutian Islands, 4.1 and a 4.7 another activation, Iran, 4.1 41 kilometers depth, 5.5 portal, 5th dimensional energies flowing in, South Pacific Ocean, 5.0 another 5 code in the sacred portal, Attica, Greece, 4.2 Smith Valley, 3.0 east coast of Honshu, Japan, 5.3 Mexico, 4.8 Chile, 4.6 Smith Valley, 3.1 Chile, 4.4 another activation, Japan, 4.2 Argentina, South America, 4.5 and then the most powerful 6.1 in Indonesia, Maluka Sea, 2 activations, 5.550 555 Gateway, Smith Valley 3830, in the sacred portal were the three holy mountains, Tian Shan, Celestial Mountain, Kunlun in the middle, South Himalaya 5.8 activation, Chile 4.1, Indonesia 4.654, Smith Valley 3.699 code, 99 degree, 99 dimensions, 99 Ascension portal, 9th dimensional energies coming in, Russia 4.6, the whole grid activated, lit up, ready for Ascension. Be sure to stick around to the very end of today's transmission for powerful prayer and puja ceremony. And we continue with the current Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 19 degrees, 3 minutes Cancer. The sun at 18 degrees, 7 minutes Cancer. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 20 degrees Cancer. Venetian gondoliers in a serenade. And the current Sabian symbol for the sun at 19 degrees Cancer. A priest performing a marriage ceremony, from astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you from the tarot deck, Shadowscapes, from Stephanie Poy Moon Law and Barbara Moore. And the card she pulled for you today for the new moon, 4 of Wands. Powerful New Earth Foundation. Spring has arrived and the flowers are in bloom. The roses send forth their sweet scent as an invitation to the dwellers of the Fey realms. The ground trembles as the unicorns of the east, the Kerun, spring forward to heed the call and lead the fairy hosts on this ride of celebration. The chill has left the air, but this respite is but a moment to enjoy, and then the greater work must begin afterwards. Until then, this time must be made the most of. The heralds lift up their trumpets, and the clarion call echoes out to the dawn. The wind tangles in manes and wings and trails in their wake. Faster and faster they ride until the world is a blur of color. And then with a cry of jubilation they spring up into the air and ride across the skies. The 4 of Wands calls for celebration. Initial successes have brought hope and joy to the air. There is harmony and peace to be had. However, once attained, the prosperity must be maintained as well. Take a moment to breathe and enjoy, but be prepared to continue with the work that has achieved this point. The fire must remain lit. It must be fed constantly to keep the blaze going and not be allowed to die out to embers. Let go of the limitations and embrace the freedom being offered. Namaste. And now from Divine Sister of the Light, Dea Cosmic Blu-ray. Terra's collective frequency is raising and has been since the past 9 solstices, with human ETs adjusting to the new cosmic color tones. Indeed, the soul is preparing for ascension. Stay in your heart and ask to receive assistance from your cosmic family. A new earth requires coherence and alignment of the body, mind, soul, and with the unified divine principles. When questions arise, your heart is the place to go. It contains all the answers you seek. Your heart is the connector between your soul innate template and your physical DNA template. It is where you can begin the processes of activating, reprogramming your DNA and accessing crystalline codes within your bodies. Your divine innate template, Merkaba, access your soul's library, Akashic wisdom knowledge. Trust you can do this. You are masters of light. Just remember, love, bliss, and blessings, all things, all of life. All of the creation is part of one original thought, and oneness, love, joy, peace. Dea An Rasha. And from Isis channelings, July 9th, Sirius plus Dark Moon plus Rebirth. July 9th, Sirius, star of Isis, conjuncts the dark new moon. Isis, god of resurrection and rebirth, is presently hidden from our sight as she undergoes her own rebirth and resurrection as she travels with the sun for 70 days until her heliacal rising on August 11th, traditionally the 26th of July, which is the celebrated planetary New Year's Day. This dark moon Isis conjunction hence serves as a potent gateway to be released of our core wounds, the mother wound, the core wound each and every one of us carries to some extent. The wound itself does not define us. It is how we move beyond these woundings. The lessons in courage, independence, self-healing, and self-preservation, self-reliance, self-belief, and self-protection, how we rebrand our uniqueness into our strengths instead of sabotaging, abandoning, or trading them for the sake of acceptance or fitting in, which has its roots in the mother wound, how we regain our sense of self-worth, our light and voice, for these very wounds hold the keys to your light, your path, and your purpose, and ultimately your bliss. If you move beyond the hurt, grief, unforgiveness, and victimhood, and decide to be your own mother, reparent yourself. So use this dark moon Sirius conjunction to be released of all that keeps you chained to your mother wounds, so that you may resurrect yourself in the highest aspect of the mother with the new moon in Cancer, not only for yourself but also for the new earth that you are seeding, anchoring, and building the blueprint for. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sa-ke na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Laura Pleiadian, New Moon in Cancer, July 9th, 2021, Inner Sanctuary. It is Cancer season, starting with the New Moon in Cancer on Friday, July 9th at 10:16 p.m. ADT. For some of you, this will take place on the 10th. This is Sun conjunct Moon and a new beginning with a focus on home and your inner sanctuary, which is your eternal home. Spending time, so-called time, with your inner self, and home, beautifying things within, will feel beneficial and therapeutic. There are also some aspects which influence this new moon and therefore the next month to the next new moon in August. People with their ascendant in Cancer will feel very at home during this Cancer season. The moon rules Cancer, and this energy is very fluctuating and intuitive, like the energies of the moon. Of course, the clarity of all of this takes place at the pure level, when the filters are not through the emotional body, instead through the purity of the heart, the eternal home, the eternal self, the heart. A beneficial aspect of frequency as the new moon is sextile Uranus. Potential surprises, exciting changes, and huge potentials exist. Your blueprint interacts in this hologram based on your own frequency. So where your Cancer is in your blueprint, your moon and your Uranus in connection to the new moon frequencies is what will be impacted or not for you. This gets very specific down to many minute details and frequencies. Venus conjunct Mars, Venus opposite Saturn, Venus square Uranus, and Saturn square Uranus all have a very strong impact in the new moon frequencies and chart. Potential strong passion, appropriate or not, feelings of loneliness, taking over or mastery of feelings, unexpected changes can lead to uncomfortable situations or not. Potential challenge for the desired changes also may be experienced, felt, or overcome. Meanwhile, the Cancer sun and moon want comfort, home, and nurturing. These may be general things you start to notice in the world or may impact you more personally. Again, it is specific to your own unique blueprint and the interaction with the stars in that exact moment. All we can know for sure is that everything unfolds perfectly, even if you have not yet mastered your inner world. You cannot actually know this until experienced. So in trust and faith in your eternal self, you will come to know this in this lifetime or not. Even that is perfect. For those on the true path to transformation, this inner home sanctuary will be your focus. The heart becomes more home in your awareness with greater ease, and this will become a constant flow and place of being as you continue to focus your awareness on your heart. No matter what, get comfy in your inner space. The more you can look in the mirror and see the eternal you through your eyes, the more you become aware of this eternal home. Your heart, focus there even now. Feel your heartbeat without checking your pulse on your wrist. Breathe in the love and beauty of your heart. Get to know your inner eternal sanctuary more and more. It isn't out there. Out there is only a reflection of your inner world. Blessing you all in this now with the divine council of overseers, always present, always here, always now, in love, from the new divinehumanity.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ra James. Tonight's Cancer new moon is super powerful as it's charged with the energies of this week's 7/7 portal. We're going to continue to see a huge surge of galactic energies with tonight's Cancer new moon. Expect the energies of Sirius to continue to be really felt this month. We are still very much in the middle of Cancer season. These energies will help us anchor into it. This new moon may be really shaking things up in your life. Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. It's the divine feminine. If you have karmic wounds around the feminine, these energies may be pulling them up for you to heal at this time. It's a great time to work on your connection with your mother or any sisters you may have. Cancer is also the only sign ruled by the moon. That makes this new moon extra powerful. We are going to be feeling these energies a little extra. Cancer is a master manifester that is incredibly intuitive. You may be feeling more open emotionally or even more empathic. If you're picking up on other people's feelings or emotions, make sure you're doing more energy clearing work. If you're feeling over-emotional, know you're meant to channel it into something positive. Expect an increase in synchronicity right now. Make sure you're really reading the signs. They may come to you through things you're hearing, seeing, or in your dreams. This Cancer new moon is all about self-care and doing some cleansing. Make sure your home and energy is really clean and clear. It's a great time to do some energy work in saging. Tonight's Cancer new moon is also extra powerful for setting intentions and manifesting. It's a great time to make a crystal grid. This can help you harness the energies of the new moon. It's very important that you're really taking care of yourself right now. Expect the upgrades to really continue this month. July is also an amazing month for seeing shooting stars and meteors from sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. And today from Divine Sister of the Light Sandra Walter, completion with the new moon. Energetic shifts, including magnetic field adjustments, have been strong during this open stargate. This week is amplified with the completion of the eclipse solstice passage, which ends with the new moon this Friday, 6:17 p.m. PDT. It's also the completion of your first opening for July. Solar flares are active this day, Schumann spikes as well. Plus there are quakes in the Mono Lake, California area again, where the Stargate which initiated the Freedom Codes in 2019 is located. Mono Lake is also associated with global magnetic shifts. You may be feeling the solar expansion and magnetic field fluctuations. My team noted the magnetic adjustments to the entire solar system happened in this now. This is palpable in the physical, as we become a new expression of physicality. Whirling sensations, vertigo, and grand expansion of awareness can make our realities, and the magnetic fields open us to higher experiences, more influxes. Take care of the physical. It is our vehicle for transformation. Our focus throughout July is on freedom codes. These Stargate openings deliver powerful amplifications for our ascension from SandraWalter.com. And from the Order of the Star, Cancer New Moon, July 2021. A new lunar cycle begins with the Cancer New Moon on July 9th, 10th, 2021. The start of this new cycle brings a welcome break from the eclipse energy we have been working with and represents the first few steps on the new path the eclipses have laid for us. Eclipses are potent rebirthing portals. They can close doors, open doors, and shake up our lives in an effort to push us to a path of higher consciousness. This new and higher path laid by the eclipses has now arrived, and this July new moon represents the first stage on our journey. As we set out on this new journey, the July new moon is the perfect opportunity to set intentions around what we wish to embody as we begin this new chapter. What energies do you wish to call in? How do you wish to navigate this new chapter that is now before you? Take a moment to close your eyes and visualize the type of energies you wish to embrace, carry, and imprint onto this new pathway. Imagine these energies flowing through your body and sinking deep into the earth. The Cancerian energy of this new moon can also serve as a guide, helping us to navigate the early stages of this new path. Cancer is ruled by the crab. The crab is passionate and nurturing, but also fearlessly loyal and protective. The hard outer shell represents the crab's ability to protect not only itself, but those that it loves. The soft interior represents the sensitive, loving heart that the crab is often motivated by. How can you find a balance between the softness of the heart and the hard boundaries that are needed to feel safe and protected? The crab also carries its home on its back, which represents its desire to always feel safe and secure. Under these new moon energies, we too can think about ways to feel more secure and at home with wherever we have landed. Feeling at home is really about acceptance. It is about embracing that this is where we need to be, even though we may feel challenged, fearful, or at odds with what lies before us. Under the energies of the July new moon, think about how you can embrace this idea of feeling at home within yourself. How can you shift to a state of love and peace in both your inner and outer worlds, practicing radical and unwavering self-care by being gentle with yourself, standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, and moving from a place of compassion are all tools that are going to serve us well under this July Cancer new moon. Along with the beautiful, sensitive energies that the Cancer zodiac brings, there are other energies to take note of under this new moon. At the time of this new moon, we're still working with the energies of the T-square. A T-square is a configuration of 3 planets. In this case, we are working with the energies of Mars, Saturn, and Uranus. Even though this T-square energy is something we have already been working with in the lead up to this new moon, we may feel some of its tension. T-squares tend to inspire action. However, this action is sometimes created through feeling pushed up against a wall or through frustration. T-squares can trigger us to reach a breaking point or an end point, finally forcing us to step up and change our ways. T-squares can certainly trigger us, but they can also lead to huge breakthroughs. If you are feeling this energy under the new moon, think about how you can connect with the fearless warrior within. You may also find guidance by asking yourself the question, how can I lead with love rather than fear? Another energy active on this new moon is Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid known as the Wounded Healer. It is also said to represent the bridge between one state of consciousness and the next. Chiron brings a healing quality to this new moon. This is a gentle, supportive energy which we can use to help ease any pain around old wounds. We may find ourselves viewing these wounds in a new light and seeing the strength and wisdom they have granted us, rather than the hurt and sadness. We may even find ourselves embracing our own inner wounded healer and allowing our wounds to become powerful tools of healing for ourselves and others. If you are seeking healing energy in your life for whatever reason, welcome the energies of this new moon. Set an intention for these healing energies to flow through the crown of your head and out the ends of your feet. Embrace the softening that occurs. Overall, the Cancer new moon of July is a welcome change to the intensity of the previous lunar cycles we have been working with. While it may stir some tension and trigger old wounds, it also offers us healing breakthroughs, inspiring us to push past our fears and lead with love. However you feel the energies of this new moon, remember that self-love, self-nourishment, and feeling at home within yourself in this new path that has now arrived are all supportive ways to flow through this lunar cycle. From foreverconscious.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. Happy new moon. It's 11:11 as I begin today's card. The Divine is fully focused on healing you to bring you unity in the heart. Cultural, religious, and societal norms for us are being removed, so we may unify in oneness through our hearts. Love, compassion, truth, sincerity is the new earth expression towards others in this unified field. Your diligent efforts to love and nurture yourself first is bringing us all success. The new normal is you being one with the Most High. This stems from your genetics, which you have healed, to return home to this resting place. The Most High has dropped the sickle to free you completely from the devil. This has taken teamwork, time, and layers to complete. Past life marriage contracts have collapsed, rewarding you with this portal gateway to move forward into your kingdom reality. Your role has been setting boundaries over and over until your boundaries stop being challenged. This success has cleared the path to continue forward into a new way of thriving. You've outgrown the past. It's time to go, beloveds. Past Mars, Mercury, and Venus retrogrades have excelled this growth spurt out of the karmic loop. A lot of nostalgia and reflection of the past, especially in love relationships that never evolved, are surfacing around this time. You can see the bigger picture more accurately and may notice that you would not tolerate now what you used to. Compassion, forgiveness, understanding the lessons, and closure are all that's needed. Sunlight and fresh air are supporting your chakra healing and elimination of past memories that have been stored within. This is a major ending to the original seed point of what's brought third-party karmics into your life, self-union. Ascension is happening, bringing you rewards of great freedom and enlightenment. Purification has commenced as part of the DNA upgrades that are now taking place. Be patient with this healing and upgrade process. Experience the gentle daily movement forward down this path home that has opened. You are waking up and remembering who you really are, God's golden gift to the world. Let your light shine bright, first fruits. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise. Venus is an exact square with Uranus and Taurus. It is time to reinvent the feminine. With Black Moon Lilith at the end of Taurus at 29 degrees, the female in all of us is getting major upgrades in self-worth. Perfect timing for Venus to meet up with Mars and shiny Leo for a beautiful and epic conjunction visible in the night sky. This is a celebration of the empowerment of both the masculine and the feminine, urging us to reach up to experience and express our full potential. A sacred marriage within brings a perfect balance of the male and female and opens the heart. This Leo conjunction says the way forward is to love our way through it. It is time for humanity to see beyond the lines that divide us. We are being invited to rise up beyond the dualities of the world and breathe into our greater spiritual connection. Today's new moon in Cancer is a fresh start for nurturing and compassion. The moon will be visible as a brand new crescent next to Mars and Venus in the coming days. It's a rebirth for humanity out of divide and conquer lower matrix and into the expression of the cosmic love that we are. The moon and then the sun will go on to make a sweet trine with Neptune and then oppose Pluto. We are figuring out who we are outside of the lower grid. Most people live in a very contracted state compared to the truth of who we really are as consciousness in a body aware of itself. This astrology is inviting us to reach out of our everyday narrow reality and expand back into this ecstatic divine union. Are you a supernova soul? From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. New moon in Cancer. The lights align to draw us back to our roots, the past, home, family. Where do you come from, sings the sky. Where do you belong? In Cancer we want to huddle within the safety of our four walls, eat, sleep, dream. But Pluto looms opposite the moon. It sends a shiver through our bones as old fears curl up like smoke. We can't sidle around it, we can't beat it, so we retreat further. Everything feels so out of control, and yet if we ask our intuition, it might tell us that the Lord of the underworld is a helper in disguise. Fears are powers turned on their head. Fear makes us cling to what is known and familiar, but now is the time to free ourselves from the past. It's time to release that which no longer serves so that history does not keep repeating itself. For things to be different, we need to move beyond the same patterns of response. Embrace your vulnerable inner child, midwife this transformation into being. In darkness, new seeds sprout to life, echoes of stars. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times, Kin 207, Blue Crystal Hand. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are dedicate, cooperate, and universalize. The 12th day of the Yellow Warrior Wave spell is all about getting together with others to share your experiences, a chance to talk about our missions and get some feedback. We shall be holding Crystal Court here. Hold your own court and get together with like-minded people. It's always insightful to share with others. Today is Blue Hand, which represents healing, accomplishment, and knowing. Blue Hand days are for healing, and as it is a crystal day, this suggests that healing can take place in a group setting. Another key word is accomplishment, and today represents well how much can be accomplished when we work together. The guide today is the blue storm, which symbolizes big changes. And when storm leads the way, expect to be pulled along towards a big change in your life. Disruptive potentially, but of course in this context, change is created through cooperating with others. Today's changes happen when we gather together. And from Divine Bro Star of the Light, Roger Grossman. Today is Blue Crystal Hand Day on the 13 Moon Dream Spell Mayan calendar. Blue Hand, Tribe 7 of the 20 Tribes Solar Archetype Cycle, knows healing, accomplishment. Blue Hand encourages you to work with your hands. Hands create, hands destroy, hands heal. Having allowed necessary deaths to occur during yesterday's White World Bridger archetype, you are now ready to heal. What is the first thing you do when incurring an injury to your body? You may well shout out loud, but at the same time you automatically place your hand or hands atop the injured area. The reason you do this is that it feels better. Rubbing your temples to ease a headache, putting your hands atop your belly when you have a stomachache. Massage therapy, Reiki, and healing touch are all healing modalities that are transferred through the hands. Use your hands to create something. It's a good time to work on those handyman projects or lend someone else a hand. Your inner knowing is especially prominent today. You know what you know. The tricky part about knowing is that you likely have no idea how or why you know these things, or just know you know. If you try to figure out how or why you know what you know, your mind may well talk you out of what you already knew. Knowing comes from the gut and the heart. Remain mindful of your mind, because unless it is working from your heart, it will play tricks on you. Trust your inner knowing, because it is always correct. All of the knowing, handiwork, and healing pay off in the form of accomplishments. Acknowledge and celebrate the many accomplishments you achieve throughout the day. Crystal tone of cooperation, step 12 of the 13th step, creative energy tone cycle. Dedicate, universalize, cooperation. Having liberated yourself yesterday through equalizing opportunity and death, white world bridger, you are now ready to recrystallize and reform into a higher order. The crystal tone of cooperation encourages you to step into and work within the group dynamic. As you work in cooperation with others in group situations, you become a catalyst for the entire group and every individual in the group, including yourself, to have an exponential experience. Experience the synergy brought on by working in cooperation with and celebrating the gifts that each individual has to share with the collective. Combine your energies with others to experience exponential group knowing, healing, and accomplishments. Day 12 of the 13-day cycle themed Yellow Warrior, questions, intelligence, fearlessness. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Crystal Hand, Kin 207, 9th of July 2021, accomplishing collective healing. 972021 equal 975 equal 912 equal 93 equal 12 equal 3. 9 endings, destiny, service, humanity. 7 mystic, magic, spiritual, initiation, solitude. 5 freedom, change, transformation, liberation. 12 acquiring strength, wisdom. 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity. Kin 207 equal 9, double 9 destiny code. Blue Crystal Hand is a portal kin, and another very powerful planetary ascension code. 9 months ago it occurred on October 22nd, 2020, which was the 2222 Peace Gateway. 18 months ago it occurred on the 4th of February 2020, which was a 4-4 portal, building the foundation for New Earth. Kin 207 is the kin that opened the Ascension portal on solstice, December 21st, 2012, the frequency harmonic of our planetary evolutionary shift. We are reconnecting to this event through the harmonic grid today. We have a direct connection to that pivotal Mayan prophesized gateway that was the catalyst for many starseeds to rapidly awaken. Perhaps today it will be the catalyst to awaken the remaining sleepers. Stay tuned and watch the CMEs and the Schumann charts today. Kin 207 solidifies the crystal conduit, ensures we accomplish this new planetary foundation of peace through healing the collective of harm. We are currently ascending and transcending the old ways as we move from harm to harmony. With a 9-3 coding today, the emphasis is on divine blessings. We have been given all the energetic tools we need to accomplish this great mission as Wayshowers and Rainbow Warriors on our unified quest, forging a new path to greatness. Another big day to jumpstart our planetary divine missions. Day 12 in the Yellow Warrior wave spell of fearlessly questioning everything in our path with a profound intelligence, disabling the old paradigm and fully focused on forging a new path to a brave new world. Today we dedicate ourselves to supporting each other by sharing transformative knowledge that the Yellow Warrior has acquired through actively questioning what is, a day that allows the collective to work together in unison as one mind, dedicated to global peace and harmony. Tone of creation, crystal, tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. The other two mental tones are the tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. Yesterday we focused on dissolving and releasing any blocks, old patterns, in order to liberate new opportunities on our quest for a better life. Through the space and freedom engendered by the spectral phase of dissolution and release, new space is created for something new to emerge. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with our minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. Today we are joining and merging with other minds through the power of healing and transformation. We are reprogramming Gaia's crystalline grid to a much higher octave of pure consciousness. This time of our planetary grid is fully programmed for peace, vitality, and healing. So the giant superplanetary computer will be broadcasting these codes to all who have the receivers tuned into that station frequency. Focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others to transmit and receive these potent codes, a day of greater connection to each other through our precious hearts and highest collective minds into Mother Gaia. Note, crystal days are the days you schedule meetings, negotiations, contractual agreements, brainstorming, writing, channeling, meditating, and communicating. Crystal tone people are fantastic advisors, thinkers, counselors, tarot card readers, writers, speakers, inventors, as they have a very clear and direct access to information. Crystal tone people have a natural affinity with the crystal mineral realm and can easily communicate and connect with the crystal deva, thus making them fantastic crystal healers, grid workers, and the like. Interesting that many are also very adept at working with computers and IT that have a crystal chip. Today is a brilliant day to connect in any way, shape, or form, and use your crystal allies to effect great healing. Connect to Terra Nova today and go with her flow. Release all resistance to fully healing every aspect of your life, and allow yourself to enjoy the ride on her back as we all collectively forge ahead into the new time. Blue Crystal Hand Day makes for a very powerful healing day, which can be duly leveraged to accomplish significant transformation today, both on a personal and planetary collective level. Today's question is, how can we dedicate our collective knowledge to accomplish transformative planetary and self-healing? Divine blessings for accomplishing great transformative soul healing today. In Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 207, Blue, Crystal Hand. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to know. Universalizing healing, I seal the store of accomplishment with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of self-generation. And on this powerful day of generation, transformation, and transfiguration, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to also take the time to thank everyone for supporting us in our work and mission. It is because of our monthly pledges on Patreon and our donations that we're able to do our daily work and bring these transmissions to the world daily. I'd like to thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light Anna Billings for your pledge and support on Patreon. And I'd like to also thank and welcome Divine Sister of the Light Jean Sibley for your pledge and donation on Patreon. If you'd like to support our work and make a monthly pledge and help us continue to bring these transmissions to the world, you can make a pledge on whitegoldeagle.com or patreon.com/primedisclosure. And to those of you on our Patreon team, be sure to check out my Sacred Condor's newest song, which is only going to be released on Patreon, that we uploaded yesterday, and also the training of Laughter Qigong, the Laughing Buddha. Laughter is the greatest medicine. And all of our teachings and trainings we archive on our website, primedisclosure.com. All the links are on the page, Patreon, Transmissions and Teachings, at the menu at the top of the page. We also will be having a drawing this Sunday for a powerful shamanic tool called a bull roarer from our Aboriginal native tribes of Australia. And next week we'll be doing a drawing for all of our team for a beautiful goddess totem of the zodiac, handmade by my beloved goddess. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light Maria Irene Richards for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We'd also like to thank Divine Sister of the Light Cecilia Watkins for an extra donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Angels of the Light. My Queen and I are very grateful and thankful for all of you that are contributing to our holy work here in this realm, until we can totally transform this realm and manifest the new earth for all humanity, all sentient beings of pure light. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so in the link in the description below, or at our PayPal link at egolovecondor.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with 3 powerful activations. First from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light, then a powerful goddess chant, and ending with a prayer blessing puja of the new moon in Cancer. We begin with Pleiades 1 messages, July 9, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition, attention for calls in PVSE-SDE, hyperactive Nevic chamber, crystalline elevating codes in intensive, solar waves intensify transformations, Pleiadians unify old kingdoms, Siriusans align DNA, unlock of goods in full swing, sentinel protocols in progress, OSECCT, Pleiadian performances and reverberations in progress, 79% non-regressive, special layer reconstructions of OB, low orbit in progress, attention FDH, support of special projector initiated, 69% non-regressive, internal heats increase with divine etheric fire, astral parasites from 2B, recorks being removed, codes for 2B illumination, recorks enabled, MID decentralization in progress, temporarily end of transmission, Pleiades 1, supporting active missionary channels, from disclosurenews.it, and from Flourishing Goddess, Cancer New Moon Goddess Chant. For our divine masculine bro stars of light, anytime womb, or the concept of womb, is in a chant, a mantra, or any teaching, you can see the womb within yourself as your lower dantian. This is in the belly. This is the sacred cauldron of cultivation. And we begin the goddess chant. Beloved Ishel, fill my womb with your vitality until it overflows. Beloved Yemanya, fill my heart with your love until it overflows. Beloved Mary, fill my soul with your grace until it overflows. Beloved Aphrodite, fill my life with your pleasure until it overflows. Beloved Lakshmi, fill my life with your abundance until it overflows. Fill me, goddesses, with your beautiful blessings until they overflow. I am ready, I am receptive, I am grateful. So be it, so it is. And now from Archangelic Calendar, New Moon in Cancer Puja, Prayer, Blessing, Workshop. We use nature as a rhythmic reminder, a friend, an ally, and an inspiration. Everything said and done can be done in a divine light if we keep this underlying tone. The following words hail from many different traditions. The new moon in Cancer, 18 degrees. Providential partnerships, divine dance of destiny. Specific points of interest from the Macro Goddess Collective. Chiron, conjunct BML in Taurus, continues to dig deep into healing collective shadows regarding how we value family and community roles in the caretaking of innocents, animals, children, elderly, vulnerable due to health issues. Venus and Mars conjunct in Leo encourages passionate intention setting for the future and partnerships of all types. Jupiter and Neptune retrograde in Pisces assists in awakening and activating our most profound truths, dreams, desires, and spiritual gifts. The current cosmic dance between sun and moon in Cancer inspires our energies of comfort home and our closest loved ones. At the same time, the one in Leo between the goddess of love Venus and her warrior counterpart Mars sets alight our deepest intentions regarding our unions. Now face east. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the east. The new moon sparks new beginnings. I intend to bring new and exciting energy to our reality. It is with great joy that I create a better tomorrow by evoking the element of air, engulf physical reality in all its dimensions with the following breezes: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. Face southeast. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the southeast. I am one with all things, and I say these words for myself and all life. I create a better tomorrow for all existence with this blessing. Feel and envision yourself rising. Then imagine a peaceful and beautiful reality for all to share. This is very effective when you choose to picture this in first person. Now face south. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the south. I am aware that something must change to manifest something new. I vow to keep mindful that transmutation is the vehicle for manifestation. Engulf physical reality with the following flames: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. Now face southwest. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the southwest. It is with great pride that I bring forth my inner divine to manifest positive circumstances for all life. Envision yourself being the best version of yourself. Then envision how being that person would affect those around you and the world. Face west. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the west. Some goals require perseverance and longevity mindset to achieve them. I will stay conscious of this and enjoy the journey, as this is the treasure of existence. List the things you are grateful for, then send them into the quantum field using the following waters: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. Face northwest. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the northwest. I can do amazing things when I take care of my body. To do so, I request sustaining energy for health and healing purposes from all celestial bodies. Envision yourself recharging and gaining energy from the stars. Then envision the same thing happening to planet Earth. Now face north. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the north. I ask that Gaia bless and support this prayer for peace, sustaining energy and joy. Envision the following plasmas engulfing planet Earth. Plasmas: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. Face northeast. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit to the northeast. It is apparent that we are all swimming in a sea of infinitely expanding Creator Source. With this connection, I bless the sum of the whole. Bless infinitely expanding Creator Source with the following lights originating from your heart chakra. Lights: white, pink, light blue, gold, yellow, green, red, teal, rose gold, silver, orange, indigo, violet, platinum, diamond, and rainbow. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit in all the unnamed directions. I am at peace with all of reality. As a sign of peace, I send rainbows throughout the earth. In this effort, I wake the subconscious minds of all. Envision rainbows in great abundance throughout the earth. Then engulf the earth in rainbow light. I face my mind, body, and divine spirit within, and find that the sum of the whole lives as me. And now meditate. After meditating, please speak the following aloud as you come out of meditation. Mitaquiosin, 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 Aho, from ArchangelicCalendar.com. And with that, beloved beings of light, thank you for joining us today. Have a most beautiful and blessed new moon energy as these powerful higher dimensional frequencies, codes, resonance, penetrate down through your sacred crown, through the central channel, the Katika, the Sushumna channel, the rainbow bridge into Pachamama, as we connect into the heart and out into every sacred site, every pyramid, every mountain, which then connects to every light worker, every star seed, soul blossom, star blossom of the new earth, connected as one infinite field of eternal life, eternal light. For I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am that I am. And angels of the new earth, gently keep treading your sacred path with heart, one step in front of the other, eyes full of faith and hope for a better future, for a better way, a better day. And know it is now, the new earth is here now, through every living heart, every threefold flame, as the Christ within awakens in all living beings. Be sure to make it the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.